Hello, welcome to another studio vlog, and welcome to the launch day of the Kickstarter I've been talking about for freaking months. I ended up just kind of poking away at it, thinking I was gonna have to send it off for review and wait a few days, and totally forgot, because it's been a couple years since I did a Kickstarter, that since I've done so many already, it was just going to instantly be approved. So I was like, what the heck, I'm just gonna go ahead and launch. So it's almost lunchtime. Launch time, not lunchtime, but also almost lunchtime. So let's go do it. 5 minutes until the campaign launches. Ah! Okay, I'm a little impatient. I'm gonna launch it 1 minute early. So let's do it. And it's live! Oh man. Now the nerve-wracking part begins. It's only been like 10 minutes. We're already an eighth of the way there. Let's see if anybody else has pledged. Look at all the cuteness. And this is what the campaign looks like. Covers all the goals and all of the stretch goals in case we meet the goal. Timeline and all the risks and stuff. And then over here is all the tiers you can get for now. As things start to unlock, I'm going to add more tiers that you can pledge to for more pins, because there's a lot to get through. So hopefully we can make them all. Okay, so it's the next morning. It's the 7th, and I didn't vlog it because I was busy doing other stuff, but not only have we unlocked the first goal, we've met the goal for the whole campaign, we have unlocked the first set of stretch goals. So these are all the pins that are going to get to be made at this point, and it's not even 24 hours after launch. There's still an entire 13 days left to go. So these are all the other pins we have to unlock, and I'm already working on other goals for this campaign, so I'm blown away. Thank you to everybody who has pledged so far, and to everybody who plans to pledge. So if you're not from the Fresno area, you might not have heard of this, but if you are from the Fresno area, you might have heard of Art Hop. And it's an event that the city puts on every first Thursday of every month. And I've done it a couple times, and it's been many years since I've done it. Well, that's where I'm going today, and I really wasn't sure for like the last week or so if I was even going to do it, but I'm all packed up, so we're gonna see how it goes. It is a little more than 48 hours since launch, and we have already unlocked 12 pins. This just happened. Like, I just got the notification of a new backer, so yay! 12 more to go! We still have 11 whole entire days. Like, I'm so excited about this, you guys. Okay, so there seems to be a little bit of a trend going on. I actually did film a clip from Art Hop last night, but that was all I did because it was a whole thing, and I really was going to cancel, honestly, but I just took my time deciding on if I wanted to do it or not, and I decided, whatever, I'll just take the chance. And even though I spent most of Thursday prepping for it, when I could have been doing other stuff, I got there and realized I left my grids, which is why all of my display boards were on the table. So I felt a little foolish. And the venue is a new venue. If you're not familiar with Art Hop, there's a certain like route downtown in like the Tower District where this happens. And it's grown a lot in the last few years, and more venues are continuing to be added as it grows. And this is a new venue. This was their first Art Hop they were hosting, but it was way off the beaten path from Art Hop. And again, like, I haven't done Art Hop in a long time. It's been like 4 or 5 years. So, and even before that, I think it was another 4 or 5 years since the last one I had done. It's not something I do very often, and I always forget why, and then I'm reminded of why. But the host was very nice. He's really great, and he's really trying to help grow it and bring even more recognition to the art community in Fresno and all this stuff. And it was a free venue. He wasn't charging anything. He doesn't ever plan to charge anything. And he was telling me and my brother that you don't even have to schedule with him. You can just show up at Art Hop and, you know, set up on the curb outside. And that was honestly part of my hesitation, because I was told that this was an indoor thing. But I get there and everybody else is setting up outside on the curb. So I go inside and I asked him about setting up inside, and he let us, but he didn't have his AC working. So it was like either set up on the curb where I didn't have the space or anything, or set up inside where I had the space, but we were literally melting. So it was what it was, and there was no foot traffic. I did make money. A lot of his family came to support him in, you know, hosting his first event, and they were very generous and very kind. And I made more than I expected to, because I really didn't expect to make any. So that was kind of nice. But in hindsight, like, of all the things that I have to do this week to get ready for like Crunchyroll and take care of sticker orders and all kinds of other stuff, like, I really could have used the time. So if you're interested in ever doing Art Hop yourself, if you're in the area and you don't want to find a venue that charges or whatever, this is a good one. I'll put up the address here so you can look into it yourself. But I'm continuing to realize where my target audience is and the events to find them at. And little tiny local events are not it. So I appreciate the opportunity to have been out there, but I don't know if I'll do another one. So, on to the next part. The Kickstarter is already like basically halfway completely funded for the pins that I have available. I wasn't expecting to meet the initial goal in, I think, like the first 2 hours, 6 hours? First 6 hours, I met the initial goal, and then I woke up the next morning to find it already having met the first stretch goal. So it's doing really well, and there's still a lot of time left for it to do even better. And I'm still working on some more stretch goals and very exciting things, so I will talk more about that in the next video. But this is a short one, I think, because this week just totally threw me off. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the holiday, but it's just been absolutely insane. So I'm going to leave you guys here, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week in a huge, enormous, hopefully very productive Con Crunch video. So until then, bye!
And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, 'cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run.